one of the biggest achievements in my life has arrived from a passion that I had a long time ago in respect to my desire to father and to bring in children to this world. I had an enormous drive for a family, and this was going to happen in my life. I knew the growth that was awaiting me in this domain. It was exciting. I was optimistic, confident when I used to think about having a family, happy. And of course, with that family comes a partner. Like, I don't want to exclude the love component in a family unit. But my view on that, it doesn't mean that a family has to stay together also, or whatever people's prerogative is as far as a family is concerned. Personally, I've only got one description in my heart, um, what a family consists of, and they're my beliefs, and yeah, we've all got our own take on where we've come from, and if we want a family or if we want to achieve other things in life. As I've said before, we're all different. But I can only talk about the light that shines within me and the fire that still burns, and things that have motivated me to achieve in this life. Yeah, so I had two children, and it was tough. I was confronted with dealing with a lot of emotions that that arised when I love more. I was scared in love for my children. I I wanted the best for my kids, like all parents. I'm sure every parent wants the best for their kids. One thing I observed prior to having children is the way some people created the relationships with their siblings, and kids, they need structure, and they need role models. Um, they need discipline. Like, they're no different to what we have to align to in life. We've got responsibilities and laws and consequences for behaviour that we do as adults. Like, it's everybody has that to live within this community and the world, well, the Western world, I should say, with laws and what have you, and Western democracies. So yeah, I observed some parents want to be friends with their children, and parents that are scared um, to put love on the line, to lay down the law, to stay consistent, stay connected. I noticed because I'm such an observer of how other people um, display and conduct themselves in their lives. Parenting was one of those observations that I took an interest in, and yeah, you know, like trying to be friends with them. Like I'm not saying that you haven't got a friendship uh, with your children, but I think it's important children to always remember if you want to have an impact on them that you're the parent, and the respect that we long for as parents from our children, it really starts with us. It's not about them. If you're uh, weak and wishy-washy in your approach with them, and you treat them with fear of you might think that your children are going to reject you, or anything that's got to do with fear and the relationship you have with your children. If you're in that mode, I don't know if you're going to have a fully impact for their own good, and for them, and for the good of them. Parenting, like anything that humans do, it really needs to be taken into account based on the outcome. If if parents aren't looking at the impact of what they're doing, or the outcomes for their siblings, why they do what they do in parenting, um, you know, then you know the siblings might start running over the top of them. Like if the parent doesn't know what they're doing, or if they don't stay present and connected with the children, how's the children going to understand the disconnection? Children won't understand that. They will just keep behaving accordingly. They won't understand it. The learning um, for parents also is phenomenal. It's one of the greatest experience I've ever had personally, is to parent. I'm actually in awe of the responsibility of it. It's a challenge. Um, I've looked at many achievements in my life. I've I've overcome major negative, destructive behaviours and attitudes. That was huge to get out of in 1989. been locked up for so many years. Yeah, that was big to see my own light in its right perfection back then. And I've achieved great wealth. I've had every single dream and material possessions a lot of people dream of. I've achieved that. I've achieved completing goals, starting something and finishing it. I've achieved commitment. That was one thing that I realised in this new world that I entered. That the people that could follow things through and stay consistent and stay truthful to their word is the ones that they stay connected to other people. The ones with the inconsistencies and the ones that will say one thing and do the other and don't keep their word, well, it's fly by night. Um, yeah, but I've done a lot of travelling. I've overcome many, many, many challenges within my life. And I have had people ask me, like even with the release of my book, King Hit, and according to the readers, how great the story is, the feedback I've had from people about me personally. A lot of readers actually will say, you must be proud of this. And my stock standard response is, not really. Because I know the work that's involved to do something great. And it's the same thing with parenting. Um, Proud. It's hard work to master yourself. It's hard work to keep going. It's hard work to achieve. But the greatest work I've ever done is how I've parented my children. And that's great for this reason, that everything else is going to go. When I die, everything else is going to go. It's going to finish. Yeah, there will be memories of me, like all humans that's come into this earth. But as time goes on, this red-headed mongrel ranger, I'm going to be forgotten like everything else. And life will take on a new form for new humans that are coming through. But the bloodline and the behaviours and the attitudes and the way you parent, that's never going to go. That's going to be passed on. And they're going to pass that on. And they're going to pass that on. And just think in another 500 years or another 200 years or 100 years where my name or your name won't even be remembered down in the tree of life, down the ancestry. It won't even be remembered. If anybody's searched on ancestry.com, that's evident. You look back on all the people down through your bloodline, you don't even know them, but they're in you. And they're in you because That's just how it is. You're going to transfer all your, DNA and bloody everything out of you and the mother to the kids, and like we're all connected. So you, I might know those ancestors, until I found them on Ancestry when one of my sisters done a family tree. But what I do know is what's within me, and that's come from somewhere. But that wasn't harnessed. That was not harnessed through my family nucleus or model. It was not harnessed in a way where I was protected with it. I was nurtured with it. I was thought about with it. I was taken into account with it. Maybe my parent, maybe some parents, don't know how to care for their children, where their behaviour hopefully isn't going to hurt them in a way where they really struggle. And I'm talking about really struggling. Uh, I'm I'm not talking. But everybody struggles in their own way. So I don't want to compare struggle, to tell you the truth. Yeah, we've struggled. Like every human that comes into the world, hopefully, is parented from parents that care for them and care for them for the good of them. So yeah, it's been my greatest achievement, parenting, and I'm so grateful, and I'm so appreciative that I've had the honour to do it. It's an enormous honour, one that yeah, really fulfills my soul. And I didn't realise I would be fulfilled so much, to tell you the truth. I desired to be a dad so bad, but I didn't think I would get pride and honour in seeing how good my kids are doing. And I'll guarantee it is a reflection on parenting. And that's not me being arrogant, that's a fact. But I'm not the only one involved in this game of parenting. My ex-partner, she needs to be held in high regards too. So don't parent them as friends. Parent them as the best for their relationships, and the best for their goals, and the best ways they're going to achieve in life, and with how they get on with people. And yeah, think of them. Think of them. Think of them growing up. Think of them in relationships. Think of them trying to succeed. Think of them finding their place in the world. Think of them with a purpose. Think of them where you were. I found that a good measuring stick. But thinking about for the good of their lives when acting with them, and helping them and showing them is the best thing you can do for your children. Be a parent, be disciplined. they'll respect you. Have a good day.